Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the cafe. As always, I am Barista. It's not just my title, it is also my name. I'd be more than happy to take your order. I hope you're all doing fantastic this, what the heck day of the week is it? Tuesday. It's Tuesday, in it. It's also April 1st, so hopefully nobody got too bad by any foolish japes, any tomfoolery that comes with April 1st. And if you did, well, hopefully at least it was something like good-natured, not anything bad. I myself almost fell once or twice for a couple of Hades 2 related tweets. So I was like, oh boy, more Hades wait a minute. I almost got. Oh, there's no almost. I kinda did. At first I was like, really? Where? Give me the tweet. Because they like posted it, and then you would think in the following tweet they were gonna post like a link or something. Well, they didn't, because it wasn't true. Wasn't real. But it was all in good fun. At least I like to think it was. I got a laugh out of it. I don't know how many other people did. But yeah. It's been a fair... Excuse me, how dare you? My phone's making sounds at me. This is what I get for forgetting to turn down the volume after I was done cooking and making dinner. Oh well. Well, we'd already seen all that. Basically, it's the future. It's a cyberpunk dystopian hell kind of place. We are on day 3 of the prologue. Basically, everything that happens, well, you know, before the main story. Events that get referenced in the main story that we can actually play through and experience firsthand. Including, as you may have seen or heard me mention, racist dogs. They're very specifically corgis. I keep saying racist dogs as if all the dogs are racist. No, it's just these specific corgis. Like, one of them said a thing about Pomeranians taking jobs and everything. And even the corgis are racist against other corgis, because there's 2 factions of corgis at this company that we're serving at the bar. And they don't like each other. Which is why they're at the bar in the first place, because one of the groups of corgis were the ones who booked the bar, not the bar, but a different venue for their anniversary celebration. And the other ones were like, no, I don't want nothing to do about that. So, here we are, serving racist corgis in tuxedos, who swear at us and berate us. We're on day 3 of this. We did Friday and Saturday. We're on to Sunday, December 11th. I said it last night, and I will probably say it every single gosh darn day that I play this game about how much I absolutely love the music. I was so excited to play this earlier, and I was just so excited to get into it. I was listening to the soundtrack, like, on my way to work. Hi, Hadai, how you doing tonight? I hope you're doing good. Hopefully nobody got you too bad with any April Fool's tomfoolery. I wonder if anybody did anything in the Minecraft server. I hope not. Or if they did, I hope it was something easily fixable and good-natured. Well, I'm accidentally advancing the text. Not that you noticed. Well, that's good. I thought I heard somebody mention they were gonna do some tomfoolery. But I think that upon getting asked not to, that didn't happen. So, yay! About the only prank I could think of off the top of my head is taking some of the animals on the farm and naming them with that dinner bone tag that makes them upside down. But that's about it. That's about the only thing I could come up with. But yeah. I accidentally advanced some of the text, so we should go back and read that before we get too far beyond it. Jill, the bartender who we are, says, "Good evening. You look bummed, boss. Starting tomorrow, there will be no more corgis in our bar. Why wouldn't I be sad?" Because they're racist. Like, they're very mean and racist. Maybe because starting tomorrow, there will be no more corgis at the bar. I wonder if the Shiba Appreciation Society might be interested in booking us. I mean, I guess you'll never know until you ask. Though, listen, I imagine the corgis are probably getting rowdy. If the Shibas are, let's just hope that they don't get out of hand. Let's hope they don't, get off the chain with their celebration if they do end up booking us. One problem at a time, boss. Wait, I know someone from the Pomeranian Development Institute. No, wait, that one corgi from yesterday will fucking hate that. He went on a whole tirade about how the Pomeranians are taking our jobs. I mean, granted, the corgis are the only dogs we've dealt with so far, so I can't say for sure whether or not the hiccups. The Pomeranians are taking their gerbs. Oh well. One problem at a time! Still, you've been tense ever since Friday. Are you worried about Gil or something? Again, I assume Gil is the other bartender, because he asked for a few days off. So we've been serving these rude, racist-ass dogs by ourselves. And we have had a couple of people come in. We had this robot-ish humanoid guy. I don't think we ever got his name. And we also got the human veterinarian. Her name is Betty. We started to call her Betty the Vetty once, and she got mad. Because she was not a fan of puns. I wonder if we'll see either of them tonight. It'll be a nice break from racist dogs. Trust me, of all my worries, Gil is the least of them. Put on some music and enjoy the day, won't you? Right. So I may have, I looked at, like, some of the achievements and things like that. And I think there's an achievement that you can get by just playing the same song over and over, like putting it in all 12 slots on the playlist. As much fun as that sounds, I will not subject y'all to that. I'm just gonna do my usual... Yeah, there we go. Time to mix drinks and change lives. But first, let's change the channel. I don't like the cut of this chick's jib. She's just staring at me. No signal. Wrestling. An ad for some kind of drink. Turn the TV off. Cool! No, thank you. I don't want to be reminded that we live in a surveillance state. They're still trying to figure out what's going on with this one bunny. Is it fucking Bunnicula? All the vegetables are going, and it's specifically because of Bunnicula. No wonder the future is so dystopian. I'd buy that for $1. I don't think I want to put this one on, just because this looks like a dog, and I don't want the corgis to go fucking nuts. Cup noodle for $60. Because that's how bad the financial status of the future is. Cup ramen noodle that you can get for less than $1 at the frickin' dollar store for 60 bucks. And this is approximately 50 years in the future from now. So, make of that what you will. I don't want to look at the cup noodle and keep getting depressed. You know, we had wrestling on the last few nights. Let's have this cool guy on. I like the look of him. Yay! Betty! Fuck, what voice did I give her? Bartender, we meet again. Oh, Miss Betty. Hey, it's this guy again. Two of them. Now, last time, Betty also got very drunk, and she was asking for our advice. Because she was talking about a guy who was very obsessed with something. And she was wondering how to get his attention. And also how to get over the fact that he is a guy. Because she's not into guys. She's presumably a lesbian. So I wonder if she means him. Hello. Oh, it would help if I actually click in the text box, wouldn't it? Maybe. And Mr. Corgi Lover. Call me Deal. Deal. Deal? Deal. Wipe that satisfied look off your faces, you two. What can I serve you today? I'll have a beer. I'm not the designated driver today, so give me a fringe weaver. Not me accidentally hitting the scroll wheel again. Alright, coming right up. Need one fringe weaver and one beer. She didn't ask for a big one, but I know she likes the big ones. We'll just stick with what she asked for. Yes, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. All mixed. And then the fringe weaver. Oh no, he wasn't drinking last time and now we can get him absolutely sloshed. Let's not do that. Because he did tell us he doesn't drink that much. All aged and mixed. I'm muted. How you doing tonight, friend? Well, thankfully, no matter what game we're playing and what we're serving in-game, we've always got coffee and various cafe-style drinks. So, we will be more than happy to do that for you. How you doing? Okay, so we need both of their drinks. Let's serve it. You're Thanks for asking. How about me? Well, hopefully you're feeling better. I remember last time you were around last week, you were having a bit of a fever and you weren't feeling so hot. So I'm hoping you're feeling a little bit better now. I'm doing alright. I made dinner right before this, so I just finished that up. Fever's all gone now? Hell yeah. Hopefully nobody got you too bad with any April Fool's Day pranks or tomfoolery. But yeah, I've been looking forward to playing this all day. This is day 3 of the prologue. We've been serving... Bad luck to bottom neighbor. Oh no. Nobody fooled me. Oh, maybe that's good though. That means nobody was engaging in too many shenanigans. Someone egged his house. Ooh. In this economy? Damn. Somebody must really not like bottom neighbor. what I'm saying. Like, somebody's wasting eggs on egging somebody's house. Like, when they were significantly cheaper, like, literally less than a year ago, that would be all well and good, but, like, now? Might as well be throwing a brick of gold at someone's house. No, maybe not a brick of gold, because you can still use the brick of gold after the fact if you recovered it. Fuck, I don't know. Over here it's $12 for one. Ugh. Yeah, frankly, I have not looked at the price of eggs lately. Mostly because we just don't tend to have them in our house. To compensate, what we've done is we pick up those, like the liquid egg in a carton thing, where they're already, like, cracked and mixed and whatever. You just gotta shake it up and pour it into the pan and cook it that way. It's a little easier on the wallet. Someone tell you you are egg-tastic and you crack me up. Alright, that's enough yolks around here. We're gonna get all scrambled up in these yolks if we keep it up. Let's serve Betty and Deal their drinks. Thanks. Thank you. You seem distracted. Has serving so many dogs finally gotten to you? No. Well, yeah, but it's not that. My boss has been acting weird since Friday. Weird how? Romantic weird? Drug addict weird? Let's hope nobody finds the body in the fridge weird. For starters, there's the fact that she only told me we were being booked moments before we opened. Why don't dinosaurs lay eggs? Because they're extinct. Well, that would be a good reason for it. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. Plus, she seems completely distracted or lost in her thoughts. Like you. Hide the body in the fridge. Pro tip, never do that. How do I know? Well, I watched a killer documentary. Just one killer documentary? No, especially depending on the kind of fridge you use, it seems like it would just be way too easy to leave behind evidence. Worse. Oh. She's not being herself, and that makes me wonder if something's going on. Like what? Do you run a human trafficking ring in the basement? No, we don't have a license for that. Oh well, thinking about it too much is not part of my job. 28 to be exact, my FBI agent was watching, I was curious, and I had nothing to do. Yeah, you know what? Whatever works. After a certain number, does your FBI agent start making recommendations of ones for you to watch that are more interesting or grounded in reality? Because that would be funny. But yeah, Jill... This line makes Jill very much more like me, because when I'm at work, I'm just like, that is above my pay grade. I don't get paid to do that. I don't get paid to think about that. No, but your streaming service? Yes. Okay, yeah, that also makes sense. We think you would love this one. Shows me Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah, didn't they do one on Netflix on him, like, last year? I don't know. I don't watch that kind of stuff. Humans are the real monsters, and I'm already afraid of them. Well, maybe not afraid, but... whatever. Can I ask you something about your job? Sure. Can I stop accidentally hitting the mouse wheel? I've always been curious. What does the BTC need in their bartenders? What do you need to study? Watch it, well, it's interesting. Anyways, no more gore topics. Makes sense. Deal over here wants to know what the deal is with, bartenders. What's the deal with BTC bartenders? They train you from scratch, so you don't have to study anything beforehand. What does the training involve? It's a lot of etiquette and regulation work. Most of our time, though, is actually spent in simulations. Simulations? Different scenarios involving different chemical hazards, that sort of thing. Fair enough. If that works for you, that works for me. They want you to be able to respond to every possible situation that might come up involving our ingredients. I mean, the chances for failure are really slim. You can't use that one. That's me! I mean, you can if you want, but it'll look a little silly if I'm talking to myself. I mean, I'm already kind of doing that anyway. Oh well. It's better not to take those chances. I see. I'll be back with you guys in a bit. I must attend to the other clients' dogs. That. Oh, sure. Mr. Puff! They're chasing me, man! Who? The cabbages, man! The goddamn cabbages! There was a dog in here yesterday who was complaining about how much he hates cabbages, and now apparently there's another one. Maybe cabbage hating is a corgi trait. They are everywhere! They are out for my rump! Barista Jr. Alright, whip me up the best cafe Americano you can whip up right now, and I'll know it's really you. Never mind. Can I get you anything to calm down? A big blue fairy would be nice! Okay then. This dog wants a big blue fairy! Okay, so that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Hands me a cafe macchiato. This ain't what I ordered, but I'll take it. Love a good macchiato. You're relating to Betty's drunken rant last night and you don't know how to feel about it. About the fact that she's showing interest in a guy who is not looking her way at all. And also the fact that he's a guy. That's very fair, honestly. Sometimes we just learn new things about ourselves, and that's perfectly fine. Anyway, dog wants a big blue fairy. We've got all the ingredients. Just gotta age it and mix it. Success! Serve it! Here. Thanks! Very nice of you! You know, apart from yelling at me about cabbages getting out to get his rump, that was the nicest dog we've encountered this entire fucking weekend. Learn a lot of new things about yourself every once in a while. Sure, if you're willing to share. Third bark day. Something the matter? Nothing a drink can't solve. God damn it. Not sure about that, but it's hardly my job to preach sobriety. What do you want? Give me a gut punch. Okay. I learned that I can still do the splits even after a long time ago in elementary school. I mean, that's pretty cool. In this case, it might be a literal muscle memory kind of thing. But I love that for you. This flea bag wants a gut punch. We're not one to preach sobriety. Let's get this dog absolutely snashed. About to be dealing with my monthly subscription to Lucifer's Waterfall and the shit that happens in the days leading up to it. I don't need that crisis on top of that. That's very understandable, Nova. It's one of those. Now, we don't have time to unpack all of that. Can you do the splits, barista? I cannot. The only time I ever do the splits is when I accidentally do it when I slip on ice or something. And then it hurts for like a week. Here you are. Lucifer's waterfall is a euphemism for when somebody's on their period. Other such euphemisms include, your Aunt Flo is coming to visit, Blood Moon is about to rise, which makes it a lot more confusing when you play Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. You know, other things like that. That's what it is. Here you are. Thanks. Yeah, thank you. That was the big. That was the other big one I was forgetting. Hey, you ever felt guilty for being born the wrong race? The what now? I've just been hearing so much about how we're racist. I'm wondering, are you racist? Not really. You feel like other corgis might be? Definitely. I mean, then why worry? It's not like they're calling you racist. You shouldn't take generalizations personally. You might be right. Maybe they saved all the nice dogs for today, and all the asshole dogs who just wanted to come out and get drunk came yesterday and the day before. There's all two of the dogs we've gotten today have actually been not terrible to us. Man, you should have seen the cutie I saw on the way home. Yesterday on the way you're home. You change your name to Chew Your Ghost. I mean, if that's what you want to do. There we go. I had a feeling that was coming as soon as you made me say achoo. She looked like a cat boomer. She was wearing a mini dress and had this prosthetic eye. I thought you were against people using prosthetics. I'm not against cute, though. Besides, I'm not against prosthetics. I'm only against enhancements. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll get there. I don't see a difference between the two. Alright, let me put it this way. Thank you for the lurk, sweetie. You have fun doing what you're doing. I was never good at pranks, but that's okay. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with not being good at pranks. Like, I'm not good at pranks myself, but... Yeah, Desk had a stream earlier where he interviewed longtime internet content creator Proton John. And from what I saw, it went really well. Would not be surprised if someday there's a follow-up show. Who knows? Not me. If you lost an arm and replaced it with a mechanical arm that does exactly what the older one did, I'm okay with it. But if you lost your arm and replaced it with a gun-loaded super arm from hell, that's something I'm not okay with. Even worse is if you decide to replace your arm because of fashion or a whim, or to get better at some sport. You're all good, Ghost. It happens all the time. Between, like, voice to text, autocorrect, just general typos. Shit happens. That's completely not cool. That's the difference between a prosthetic and an enhancement. Replacement versus, enhancement. I'm of a similar opinion about Lilim replacing their factory parts for kicks. If you think that's going to be an easy way of getting better at something, you're in for a bad surprise. Well, I can see why you think that, but what suggested to you that what she had wasn't an enhancement? If she had bad eyesight, Wouldn't that count as an enhancement, even if it fixes it? How does reparative work factor into your ideologies? They might be enhancements, but they also replace something faulty. Well, damn it, stop making sense, you piece of scrap. You're weakening my resolve. Having fun? Oh, bartender, that was fast. There seem to be less dogs out today. At least dogs that want to drink. Yeah, some of them ate their tickets. Ew. Lovely. I'll be the one dealing with that later. Say, what's your take on the whole enhancement discussion, bartender? I rarely use voice to text because if I do, it goes all wrong. Like if I said the lamp was bright as snow as day, it would be the lamp was right as now and red. Yeah, same. Sometimes, like, I don't know if it's just the microphone that's in my car that picks things up. Like, before I, you know, hit the road if I'm trying to finish off a thought. Or if it's just my enunciation or lack thereof. My phone fucking hates me sometimes. Like, sometimes I will say something, and I'll read it back, and I'll be like, what the fuck is this? This is nothing close to what I said. And sometimes when I'm, like, really mad and I really want it to work, I sit there and I snap all of my T's and my D's and everything really hard because I really want it to work. And then it finally works. But I'm already mad. So I'm even more mad that it works. No matter what, autocorrect's wrong. Exactly. Even when it's right, I still get mad because it adds in unnecessary punctuation half the time. Like, sometimes it'll just put in commas where I never would put them. Like, even though I pause when I say something, that doesn't necessarily mean I want a visual pause in what I'm saying. I'm not fucking trying to talk like Christopher Walken, because that's what it makes me sound like. I have to use speech to text because I can't spell some words and I can't get close enough for spell check to correct me. That's also fair. That is so fair. That happens to me sometimes where I'm just like, fuck, I have no idea what I'm trying to well, I know what I'm trying to say, but autocorrect, what made you think that? I never said that. Did the FBI agent on the other end of my phone influence you into making you think I said that? Tangentially related, I've been playing this game called Food Guesser. It's like GeoGuessr, but with different food dishes from around the world. They show you a picture of the food, give you a brief description, like an ingredient list, and like generally how it's made, maybe a brief history of it, things like that. And you have to guess where it's from. And if you get 5 guesses, and if you miss the first 2, then the name of the dish pops up. And sometimes I look at it and it's like, well, I have a better idea of where that's from because I could not pronounce that. You play a video and closed captioning when you play the video. What's wrong about that? Sorry, Ghost. Yeah, that's why I hate the, like, auto-generated, like, closed captioning on YouTube videos and stuff. It's like, I appreciate that there's an attempt, but it's a piss-poor attempt. That's the website there that I was doing. I actually saw a different streamer playing it, like, the other night. And that was how I got introduced to it. It was pretty fun. They also have like a daily one with 3 different dishes that you can guess from there. The whole fucking thing. I'm sorry, Ghost, I don't serve food here. I'm a cafe, not a bakery. Granted, I could probably open up some kind of partnership with some kind of bakery VTuber. That'd be fun. But probably not. My mom had a saying, anyone can make a chandelier out of their asses. Which somehow means your body, your choices. If they're not hurting anyone, I don't see the point in hating them. See, Betty? Hey, I didn't say I automatically hate anyone who has an enhancement. Me being against something isn't the same as me being against someone. I'm not some 12-year-old blindingly hating someone because of something like that. Maybe you should practice what you preach. What does that mean? I fear retaliation, so I'm not saying another word. Are you two gonna order anything? I mean, they probably would if they would stop arguing about enhancement. I'm fine right now. She's drinking mine, actually. Alright, call if you need anything else. Sure. Let's see. Ow! So much for avoiding retaliation. Oh, stretch and a hydrate from Nova. You got it. Fine, I'll go to your competitor. Starbucks has food. Okay. Have fun. If that's where you want to go, I'm not gonna stop you. Ugh. There we go. Okay. So this fucking dog is named Poop Eater. And he says, you're not gonna believe me. And you're right. Based on your name alone, you have zero credibility with me. Thank you for the stretch and the hydrate, Nova. I needed that. There was a little shrimp. No, take me back. They charge for water and you don't. IRL, they started doing that. I mean, the door's unlocked. You can come on in. It's not like I kicked you out or banned you. You're fine. Poop Eater says, you're not gonna believe me. I was in the bathroom and this other dog was looking at me from the top of the sink! You get that partnership with a bakery VTuber, I can bake stuff and bring it in. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure every like local cafe place in my town does that with different bakers and bakery places. Like they quote unquote outsource. Like the different bakers make their stuff, they bring it in and they sell it in the display cases. And frankly, some of the stuff that they have is absolutely freaking delicious. One of the places, actually, they get some of their baked goods from one of the local orchards that's near us. So especially in the fall when they have like a shit ton of apple cider and apple donuts and stuff. But did you get hired back? I mean, I guess. I don't recall having you work for me, but sure. I guess. Anyway, Poop Eater's bamboozled because there was another dog looking at him from the top of the sink. You mean the mirror? No! Another dog! I see. What can I serve you? You're not gonna do anything about that other dog on top of the sink? Bro, you're here. I have to serve you a drink before I can do anything else. I'm sure he doesn't want to hurt anybody. Don't worry. I'm playing Food Guesser and it's making me hungry. Oh no! Well, if it's making you hungry, maybe you should stop and go get something to eat. Take care of yourself. I hope you're right. Well, I want something really sweet. Coming right up. Pup wants something sweet. I'm pretty sure... Well, that one's pretty sweet. Did I make yeah, I messed with. Well, we'll be here when you get back, and you'll have a much more enjoyable time. if you go and eat and, you know, have a nice full tummy rather than sitting here and making yourself all flambuzzled because, you didn't have something to eat. Make a mean cake? What kind of cakes do you make, though? Here you go. Thanks. Please think about the thing with the other dog on top of the sink. You got it, dude. I will, don't worry. Well then. That was quick. Hopefully everything goes good with DoorDash. I've been reading horror stories today of people, getting their DoorDash orders fucked up. I mean, I see them every day, but they seem especially prominent today, so it's like, Jesus Christ. That was quick. Like I said, aren't too many dogs today. When I heard someone booked us for 3 days, I expected more of an attendance. Wait, do you love true crime? I mean, I'm not opposed to it. Like, my mom, when I was growing up, a lot of the time, just to have background noise on, like, she would have the TV show Snapped on TV. You know, the one that was always about, like, wives snapping and killing their husbands and shit like that. So, it's like, I'm not super into it. Like, I'm definitely not gonna go out of my way to find it or watch it or read it or anything. But I'm also not gonna say, ew, turn that off if somebody's watching it or listening to it. Not a share YouTuber, not a streamer, but a good podcast of true crime. Yeah, sure. Drop the name. Drop them deets. While you were gone, this fella here said that the Bleeding Jane is better than a pile driver. Please, prove him wrong. All I'm saying is I don't see the point in drinks that feel more like a kick in the mouth than a beverage. Say, I'm not a true crime podcaster. You silly. What do you think, bartender? Do you think there's any point discussing non-alcoholic drinks in a bar? I mean, yeah, it's a drink. You can get it here. In my opinion, people who order a bad touch always make me giggle like an idiot, though. That's not an opinion, that's a statement. Oh well, please serve us either pile drivers or Bleeding Janes. We'll let you decide which one is better. Well, you know what? Yeah, you can post the link. I am going to subvert expectations and only do one of each. And what I'm going to do... Oh. Don't think a hydrate is a link, but I'll take it anyway. Okay. I will have to check that out then. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All mixed. Got 2. The Bleeding Jane. Go eat, my stomach's saying food, we'll be back soon. Alright, you go enjoy your food. We'll be here. There, so we made one of each, and I made them big, so they can't complain. No fighting this way, right? Wow, you're quite the softie. Just kidding. Wise choice. No complaints here. How did you two end up discussing that? Well, it started when I told this guy that I wasn't as crazy about the idea of working just for corgis. Yeah, why don't you like the corgis? They're cute and fluffy and funny, and they just, like, make you smile. Tell me one interesting thing about them. Legends say they were created by a fairy and that their breed was raised to fight dragons. Oh, you have to be kidding. Actually, no, it's I tripped over my words so hard I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh well. No, actually, I heard that one too. Really? Still, I can't see why you're so tired of them. I don't know. Maybe because I only ever deal with them at their worst? You've only seen them in their happy state. I'm the one running feces samples and unclogging their sphincters if they eat their owner's dental floss. Ew. I might be their veterinarian, but they treat me more like a mom and not in a good way. It's like being a gynecologist. After a while, you stop seeing boobs and vaginas. Instead, all you see are issues you must fix. At least they are cute issues. Depends. Gynecologists can't pick clients by age or preferences. I was talking about your job. Oh, yeah, that too. Still, I don't think it's so much that I'm tired of them as it is I'm tired of you being so obsessed with them. I'm not obsessed, I'm passionate. You sleep with a corgi plushie and have a wall dedicated to photos you've taken at the company. Girl, how do you know that? Did he tell you? Have you been to his house? I'm really passionate? Too much passion can become an issue, you know. Speaking of issues, did you talk with the directors about the whole cardigan conflict? I was going to do that tomorrow when they're all together. But I still don't see why I should be the one doing it. For starters, they don't take me too seriously. Understandable. I don't take you seriously either. Damn! Girl, if this is the guy you're supposed to be having a crush on, like, I could see... I'm gonna say it. If this is how you treat him, I am not surprised he shows no interest in you. Like, how is bro supposed to, you know, even remotely want to like you back when all you do is sit there and you know, act super tsundere towards him? Call him a pile of scrap and insult him and things like that. Like, that's not cool. In my humble onion. I don't know. When I was younger, I kind of got the whole tsundere thing. Like, I thought it was kind of cute. A little annoying, but, like, it was endearing in its own way. I don't know if it's that I'm older now, or that I have somebody that I can actually just be myself with, and I don't have to be all like, you stupid baka. I don't know. When I see it now, it's just like, come on, dude, be a fucking adult. Like, fucking... Just tell a person how you feel. Don't act like a... Don't act like you fucking hate them to get them to like you, because that's not gonna work at all. Like, if you sit there and insult somebody and just keep bringing them down, they're not gonna want to spend time with you. They're not gonna want anything to do with you. Like, sure, tsundere is all cute and works in anime and stuff sometimes, but in real life, that shit is annoying, you're annoying, and you need to fucking stop. Anyway, that's my take on that. I mean, in the end, they're still dogs. They need someone with a strong, commanding voice. Are you saying I have a naggy voice? No, not your voice, just your entire demeanor. So I have a naggy demeanor. I'm assuming you two are talking about the whole race conflict. Yeah, this is hurting them more than they think. The company might actually collapse tax rate. See, kids? This is why you don't do a racism, even if you're a fucking dog. Which is terrible, because a couple of these dogs' families are dependent on their paychecks. The future we live in, where dogs are the primary breadwinners of the family. Now the question is, if the dog is the primary breadwinner of the family, like, we know they have the technology that they can talk to us, basically. Is their life expectancy any different than it is now? Because, like, does somebody just expect to keep getting dog after dog after dog and make them do all the work of running the household? Like, that's probably definitely a form of animal abuse. Like, animal financial abuse? I guess? Fuck if I know, man. I'm thinking way too much into this. Like, in this particular moment, I think I'm feeling way too hard for the dogs. Because, like, if you're a dog, your owner, your person, whatever you want to call them, they're supposed to take care of you and, you know, give you a nice, healthy, loving life. But in this world, you have people who are dependent on the paycheck of the dog to stay afloat. That does not sit right with me. Because, like, I know nowadays there are people who do that kind of shit with their kids. Like, you get, like, their kid becomes of age, and the first thing their parents do, they're like, go out, get a job. Contribute to this house. Quit being a freeloader. You know, actually help out. Things like that. I've been on that end of it. It sucks. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Let alone a fucking dog. Like, especially not a dog. Especially if your life expectancy is a dog. Where lots of breeds, like, you're lucky if you get 10 years out of them. How soon do the dogs start working? How long do they work? This company of racist dogs was only founded 5 years ago in-game. I wonder if any of the, like, original people or original dogs who founded it are still alive. I have several questions about the world building, and I will get 0 answers. Anyway, I'm gonna take a sip. I'm gonna hydrate myself, and not with water, but with a Pepsi Zero. I'm getting way too heated about the potentiality of financially abusing a dog. And I'm so fucking bamboozled I can't even turn the lid on my fucking thing right. There we go. Okay. Doesn't that count as unethical and unusual treatment of animals? Thank you, Jill. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one who's thinking about this. It's a bit of a legal gray area. The dogs are doing it willingly, after all. Yeah, but do they even know? Does a dog know the value of $1? This is the important question. Like, yeah, they're going to work willingly. They're helping their owners with bills and whatever the fuck. But does the dog actually understand? And even if they weren't doing it willingly, the dogs aren't actually being mistreated or exploited. Aren't they, though? Like, depending on what their owners are like, they could be. In fact, the company's pretty relaxed. Speaking of relaxed, how's Jurgen doing? He's fine, still complaining about his back, still unwilling to take his medicine. He says he's not that weak. Ugh. I'm not even gonna go there. Who's this Jurgen guy? My guardian. I passed the test years ago, but I couldn't leave him. That's actually commonplace, isn't it? Lilum being unable to leave their guardians because they feel too much like family. Time for Seribot's hourly recommended break time. But you know what? We're just gonna have another little sip. Looking over and seeing the cup of coffee I made myself to go with lunch today that I did not end up drinking and has been sitting on my desk for hours. Not bad. Put too much chocolate syrup in it, so you really get that heavy dark chocolate taste in it. Not bad though. I give it a solid 6.5 out of 10. Now, to be fair, people get attached to many things. Some even get obsessed with inanimate objects. My grandpa loved his car more than any of his sons. The one whose will left all his earthly possessions to his car, right? Is your granddad that one guy from My Strange Addiction who was in a relationship with his car? If so... Ew. Yeah, that one. How do you become a Lilum's guardian? You fill a form at the Artificial Intelligence Council. Then they do a background check. If they deem you useful, they'll give you authorization. You're given a week's notice before they give you all the data about the Lilum you'll be taking care of. You'll have to watch over it until it can pass 3 different personality tests. If the Lilum wants to stay with you after that, that's your problem. So it's like adoption and the lottery all rolled into one. They do that to diversify the possible outcomes. 2 Lilum can be of the same model, but they'll grow differently depending on their guardians. What if something happens to the guardian? A new guardian can appeal to the council, saying they're more fit for the position than the original. This happens when a guardian has become unavailable in some way, or because you can back up claims of neglect or maltreatment. Spit out all that information like hard-coded in you. I worked in that department for some time before coming to the STC. It's almost a reflex. Are you interested in becoming a guardian, bartender? I don't know, I'm just a nerd when it comes to AIs in general. The money they give you for it is not that great, though. I see. Well, time to check on the dogs. Money Shredder? Yes, because this is the name of a dog I want working for me. Money Shredder. Yep. That's exactly what I want. Listen here, punk. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you a punk. It's just... I was chasing my tail and now I'm too hyper to control myself. Sorry. Just give me anything. Alright. This dog wants anything. I wonder if it's safe to give him something sweet. I'll just give him a little sugar rush. S-U-G-A-R. Let's get this dog drunk as fuck. Sugar rush. Sugar rush. That's how that song goes in Wreck-It Ralph, right? Oh no. This is good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Ah! Oh no. I think we did a bad. Huh. No, see, I can see the value of other dog races. Like Pomeranians. Those are nice. But they aren't corgis. Well, yeah, I can understand that. I mean, remember that cute girl from yesterday I mentioned earlier? Yeah. The white knight that was with her, she wasn't half bad either. I mean, it was obvious that a tapestry of muscles was hidden under her armor. I prefer more delicate-looking girls, though. You can appreciate how something looks, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily your thing. And you, bartender? Me? Huh? Which dog race do you prefer? That's not the question I was expecting. Not much of a dog person, actually. Do you have any pets? Cat named Four, yeah. He's just a stray I rescued. Do you like rescuing girls, too? I'm sure I should be making a witty retort right now, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say no. Weird. I've always thought that the rescue fantasy was universal. Why call it Four? Four is a Lilum that I met some time ago that... Never mind. Pretty lame name if you ask me. Better than calling it Ass Hat. I bet when you and Four play, it's quite the sight, eh? He's so lively, sometimes I fear Four shadows my presence entirely. You guys want to lose consciousness that much? You really need to calm down with the whole pun-hating stuff, Betty. But to move away from this whole foreground, what is this rescue fantasy you mentioned before? You know, the one where wayward, dangerous souls redeem themselves through the power of love. Bad boy who turns away a life of crime. The drug addict girl who lived on the streets and turned tricks until she found a good man worth changing for. It's corny romance cliches 101. Well, you're the one with the shelf full of old lady romance novels. I'll trust you on this. Hey, Fabio the 13th is a national treasure. I mean, original Fabio's still fucking alive, isn't he? How are we already up to Fabio the 13th only 50 years from now? Well, now I need to go look this up. Yeah, no, real Fabio's still alive. He's 66 now. So, like, original Fabio is still kicking. Now we're up to Fabio the 13th already as beyond me. Maybe it's like a Dread Pirate Roberts kind of thing, where it's not so much a name as it is a title now. That could be it. You don't even like guys. Why do you read all those novels? They let you put yourself in the place of the main character quite easily. Even if said main character is a muscular man. I see no problem. Just, what is your self-image? I can ask something else. What is it? Why do you hate puns so much? Yeah, puns are fucking great. Many people cringe at puns, you know. Yeah, but you react like you have a vendetta against them. They made me feel stupid. What? When I was a kid, everyone in my house had a penchant for making puns at the drop of a hat. I was the only one who couldn't get them. Years later, I finally got them, and they weren't that funny. They made me feel stupid. All in the name of some terrible joke that wasn't even funny in the first place. Oh yeah, I love puns. I've got a fucking, like, table book back here somewhere of just puns. If I remember correctly, there's actually some kind of, like, annual competition where people just make puns based off of certain topics. Because, like, as much as Betty hates them, puns are just, like, you know, basic wordplay. So, like, you have to have a decent knowledge of a lot of things to make good wordplay happen. There's this book I have called The Pun Also Rises that I think talked about it a little bit. I haven't finished it. Maybe I should pick it back up at some point. Also, just so we're clear, dad jokes are puns, but with a different name. So people who get all up in arms about dad jokes are just as bad. Dad jokes are just puns with a different name. I've said this so many times, I might as well just make a recording, but you need to chill out, Betty. I am chilling out. Just because I complain about stuff doesn't mean I'm not relaxed. I'm not sure that's how it works. Trust me, when I'm tense and angry, you'll know it. I fear the thought. Anyway, I'll go check on the dogs. I'm supposed to be their doctor, and they are being suspiciously quiet. Oh no. Be careful. Want anything else? I'll have a bloom light. Actually, make that 2, please. Sure. Ask for 2 bloom lights. You know what? It's on the house. Eight. On the rocks. Mix. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's serve it. Here. Thanks. Say, you two seem to get along quite well. Well, when you are the only sentient humanoids in the entire company, it kinda happens. Sentient? We have a couple of test mannequins and cardboard cutouts, so... I see. Seems there's more to it than just that, though. I mean, even if you two are the only ones of your kind, you can still hate each other. That's very true. Like, for the most part, at one of my jobs, it's literally like me and one other guy who are on payroll. I can't stand him. But that's also because he always sounds like he's breathing out of a straw and breathes unnecessarily loud. Like, he just exists loudly for no apparent reason. Then at least his computer has speakers, so he can listen to fucking NPR, and I can hear it right through the goddamn wall. Meanwhile, I have to use my headphones, because my computer does not have speakers. I think I have an extra set somewhere. Maybe I'll take it in, and I'll start playing baby metal at full blast. I wouldn't do that. As much as I would want to. Even if I did, I feel like some of the olds would come in and get real fucking mad. They'd be like, what the fuck is that? They would also be very less than thrilled about it, because, I don't know how well one could actually hear it, but my desk, where it is like, in the basement, right underneath the front steps to the building. So, like, I can hear without a problem when anybody's coming in or leaving. But how much they could hear me, like if I actually had something loud going, yet to be seen. Oh, I couldn't actually do it tomorrow if I wanted. There's gonna be somebody else on my side of the office, and she's not bad. Oh well. Anyway. Well, I guess I'm one of the few that can stand Betty. She's a really nice person, but she doesn't sugarcoat things. Yeah, I can see that. You should see her treating those dogs. She becomes so patient and understanding, even if it's only for a little while. The dogs don't call her Mom to mock her. Dogs mock people? No, but they can insult them, as we've seen firsthand. I don't know. Even if it's only for a little while. You were eavesdropping, so you can say nice things once in a while. You say it like I'm the aggressive one here. It's nice hearing people say good things about you once in a while, you know? You should take your own advice. Maybe some other time. I'm not a hug box. Anything happened? A dog in the bathroom got angry at his reflection on the mirror and charged into it. Luckily, nothing bad happened. It just made a dog very confused. How the hell did they get on top of the sinks? They are surprisingly agile, even with those stubby little legs. Oh, yeah, I ordered you this. Yeah, that reminds me, isn't it like corgis are big in like Welsh mythology? Like he was saying that they, like they were originally like used by as mounts by fairies to fight dragons and stuff. I think I remember reading that. For a brief minute there, I got confused thinking about Norse mythology and the goddess Freya, but her chariot was pulled by cats, not corgis. Ah, thanks. By the way, Betty, how's Veronica? Like, Archie, Betty, and Veronica? Who's the Archie, then? We broke up last month. What? Well, things were not going so well. We got too used to one another. Everything was starting to become routine. We decided to break up before things got bitter. And why didn't you tell me that before? Why? Did you want your turn at the Betty Mobile? I don't know. I guess I just didn't want to trouble you. And after a while, it stopped feeling like it was something relevant to say. Please don't do that again. Try trusting me. Yeah, you're right. You know what bothers me? The fact that asking after someone's health always feels like you're walking on a floor full of glass shards. There's always this chance that the other person is not okay, or even dead. And what started as a legitimately fun moment can go sour. Yeah, you're right. Sorry for not trusting you, you piece of scrap. Don't worry, I understand why you did it. Hey, now that I think about it, you sure hang out with us a lot, bartender. Well, dogs can only be so interesting, and besides, there haven't been as many dogs today. Is my presence unwanted? Not at all. Especially since you're the one bringing the booze. You're like those cab drivers that like to chat all the way, but you smell better than most of them. Thanks, I showered today. Thank you. Funny thing is that we are unofficially associated with the local taxi line. They're the ones that send drunkards to their homes. You seem to really, really like talking to your clients. Like it's the best part of your job or something. It kinda is. I used to sit around in crowded places like malls or bars and think to myself, each and every person here has a story. It's a humbling experience. Everyone has dreams, fears, and loved ones. If you dig deep enough, you realize that the gap between two random people isn't as big as you think. In fact, quite small. And in this job, you get to hear all kinds of stories. Some people just blurt it all out. Some do it while drunk. To know that no matter how similar they might seem at first glance, no two people are alike. It's fascinating. You could be a powerful information broker with all that knowledge. Nah, not interested. I like to see myself more as a friendly ear rather than someone you need to be wary of. I guess there are still decent folks out there. I'm not decent. You're critically obsessed with dogs. I'll go check if there are any other dogs who want something. Sure. Go ahead. Gruff Bucket says, quick, a beer. Okay. Thankfully, the recipe for that is easy to memorize. It's just 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. Thanks. Now, boom! Why did you break the glass? I made breakfast. Get it? Because you made the drink fast, and I broke it, and go. The dogs have evolved from being rude as fuck to just making way more unnecessary and dangerous work. Rough crowd. Suddenly, I understand the hate for puns. Hey, Bartender. Oh, great. Yeah? Your job has a funny name. You don't say. How's she already drunk? She drank way less than she did last night. Yeah, but she drank a bottle before coming here. Why did I give him a fucking British voice? Why? I wish I knew. It's an example of her alcohol tolerance, though. Bartender. I want to make a toast to my good friend the robot here. Probably the only person or robot thing that can stand my yapping for more than half an hour. Without him, my job would be 5 times more boring, and my life would be 2 times more meaningless. Cheers! You're not holding a drink. Then give me one, Ben Trader. Isn't that your job? I need a beer. A big one. Alright. She wants a big beer, which is... this. Alright, cheers. I said cheers. 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 Good. Grumpy when sober and Jesus. Grumpy when sober and a streetheart when drunk. It seems like she's been like this since her university years. You make it sound like those were a decade ago. I can understand liking the taste of alcohol, but what's so good about getting drunk? First of all, I'm not drunk. You're too happy. I'm a happy person. When drunk. Anyway, it's something you just can't explain. You just like it. Your body needs it. Craves it. Girl, I think that's called alcoholism. I think that's called an addiction. That's called being an alcoholic. I prefer the term alcohol enthusiast. Anyway, humans actively look for things that make them feel lightheaded. Why else would they leave some poison in potentially poisonous foods? Like that weird balloon fish thing. Oh yeah, the puffer fish. Oh. Like the video that they're sticking the carrot in the puffer fish's mouth and it just goes, oh. Why would they use spicy food or drink fermented milk? Seriously, how crazy does someone have to be to say, hey, let's eat this and see what happens? Worse yet, they've even found medicine among all that junk. The one that invented penicillin was probably the worst of them of all. Fair enough, but see, that's proof you're drunk. If you were sober, you would just say, hell if I know. Silly robot. Now that I think about it, what kind of robot are you? Lilim. Lilim always sounds too feminine. Okay then, what manner of piece of scrap are you? You don't know? Never cared, but now I'm curious. Oh, well, you won't remember it tomorrow. I'm a DT-01D, a social development robot. Is that like the DFC-72s? No. DFC-72s are designed to be as physically human as possible in order to blend in with the humans better. My line is more tailored for resilience. We are Work Lilim. Why must you be cursed to only one destiny from the moment you are born? You can do whatever you want, silly robot. Follow your dreams! I know, I'm already doing it. Being created or hardwired for one duty only means you're more adept at certain things. Giving robots freedom of choice, that's the whole purpose of the ADN law. Yeah, but you know, you say you're resilient, but you don't look the part. True, I never upgraded my muscles, but I can stand up to 200 degrees Celsius without breaking a sweat. Lilym can sweat? Cooling agents, yes. No matter. You're still special to me, no matter what kind of robot you are. Lilym. No matter what piece of shit you are. Speaking of special, how come it isn't legal to marry a dog yet? Huh? Sir! Excuse me, what? If humans are allowed to marry robots, Lilym, I meant Lilym. They should be able to marry dogs, too. Abtrender. That's me, I think. This guy here wants to bang a dog. Mock him. Excuse me? I do not. I was just saying that if humans are now allowed to marry Lilym, why shouldn't they be able to marry animals? Because there's a whole discussion about levels of sentience and consent. Because, first of all, they're not humanoids. What about monkeys, then? And now you want to bang a monkey. I do not. And second of all, dogs, just like many other animals, can't give you consent. But look at these dogs. Sure, they have the cognitive abilities of 7-year-olds, but they can talk, drink booze, and argue. So now you want to bang a 7-year-old. We have a regular here who would be delighted to hear that. But she wouldn't help him. We already discussed that the other day. Stop it! Remember, Lilym human marriages were only sanctioned after the Lilym achieved full sentience. And even then, they used marriage as a way to evolve the collective source. Besides, dogs don't really love us that way. Trying to apply human ideas like marriage to a dog is like trying to feed vegetables to a carnivore. You get me? Says the ex-vegetarian. Why are you only so smart when drunk? I'm not drunk! But anyways, if you want to go ahead, if you want to screw a dog or a chimp, go ahead. Just don't bring marriage or infants into the whole deal. But if you even start thinking about doing the horizontal mambo with a 7-year-old, please seek some mental help. But I don't want to bang dogs, or monkeys, or 7-year-olds. Well, thank God. Then why did you suddenly start talking about dog-human marriage? It's just, I was thinking about all these dogs in tuxedos, and I started picturing a dog in a bridal dress. I mean, just try and picture that. And I'm the drunk one. Wait, I'm not drunk. Why would I say that? And again, when you get drunk, you only get dizzy. Welcome back, Ghost. I hope you enjoyed your food. We're talking about dog marriage, I guess. Do you have a limit, as in a limit to how much you can drink before passing out? No, I just get disoriented to the point I'm effectively useless, but I never pass out. Maybe, if I passed out, I wouldn't have to deal with all the shit that follows. I always have to wait at least 24 hours before the effects pass. One has to wonder why they gave all those human flaws to Lilym. I read something about that. It said that by giving Lilym the same kind of weaknesses humans have, they would develop— oh shit. They would develop the same way humans do. So that's why they also bite their lips randomly when eating? Seems like it. But it makes me wonder, exactly how anatomically correct are you? That's something I know and you don't. Any of you want anything else to drink? Yeah, I want nothing. You're drunk enough as it is. You're not my dad. You can't tell me what I can or can't do. Beatrice Albert, stop drinking right now. Yes, Mom. Food was alright. Piece of advice, never tell anyone your alcohol intolerance, because people will take advantage. DoorDash never arrived, so you had In-N-Out. Well, I'm glad you at least were able to have something else since the DoorDash thing didn't work out. Like I said, it seems like DoorDash has just been absolute dog shit. I don't know if it's just today where I've seen more people ordering DoorDash or what, but I blew a raspberry. Now go sleep in the car. We are almost done here. Mom! Go. I didn't eat all day, ordered like $80, no refund. Well, that's fucking stupid. Like, is there any... I'm sure you already tried all the avenues of, like, trying to get in touch with DoorDash themselves, the wherever you ordered it from, all that kind of stuff. That sucks. Like, $80 is nothing to fucking sneeze at. That's more than I have in my bank account, I'll tell you that. Ghost, have you not heard me talk? I say fuck at least every other sentence. You are totally fine. Like, no matter what manner of game we play, in the tags that I put on, like, on Twitch, for content label, I always put significant profanity or vulgarity. Just because I swear so fucking much as it is. So, you saying ass in the chat, that's totally fucking fine. That's not even include. With the tax, it's probably like fucking at least 90 something, I bet. Hi Ace, how are you doing tonight, friend? We're complaining about DoorDash. How DoorDash is shit. We're finally done serving racist dogs alcohol. We got people drunk. Yeah, it's been a time. 101.93. Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous. I mean, I live in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, so even if I wanted to DoorDash something, it would just be 10 times easier for me to take the time to go and drive and get it myself. And I know not everybody has that luxury, but anyway. I'm sorry that you're out way too much money because other people are fucking awful. Bye, bad nerder. Bye, Miss Betty. It actually worked. If I didn't know she wouldn't remember anything tomorrow, I'd be afraid of retaliation. Although, I'm curious, why do you call her Miss Betty? Makes her sound like a teacher or something. All that money could have been spent on something better. I mean, food is a pretty important thing to spend money on, and the fact that you ended up not fucking getting it because of other people's shit. About to head to bed, just wanted to pop in and lurk. Well, thank you, Ace. I do appreciate that. Hopefully me swearing about racist dogs and how shitty DoorDash is, and whatever else we're gonna encounter as we play through this tonight. Hopefully I won't keep you awake if you're going to bed. But you go get some rest. Thanks for stopping in. And we'll see you around. We'll always have a drink waiting for you whenever you're ready. Perfect white noise. I'll take that as a compliment. Etiquette? I don't know. There's also something about her that makes it feel right to call her that. Maybe it's the forehead. Play that hit, the one for coffee talk. I mean, I might cue that up whenever I go and take a non-Saribot mandated break. Like after this day is done, I'll probably get up and take my empty plate to the kitchen, get a snack or something. Meant as a compliment. But I could see how that could be a bad thing. No, I didn't think it was a bad thing at all. I was trying to come up with some joke about, like... I don't even know what I was trying to come up with. Something about What, is it just white noise because I'm white or something like that? But I couldn't think of anything that would actually make it funny, so I just kind of gave up. But yeah, anyway, I hope you're able to get some rest. I see. Well, I gotta get things ready, if you'll excuse me. Good luck. Wyvern Lover says, "Hey! We're closing." Damn it! Well, everyone's safe in a cab. We are taking our leave, bartender. Thank you for providing such great service on such short notice. That's my job. You were interesting too? Well, thank you. I'll make sure to tell all our associates about the wonders of this place. Thank you, and please come again. We sure will. Send my regards to Miss Betty. Gladly. See you later, then. Bye. All done? Yep. Seems like we got some new regulars. Yeah, it'd be nice if they came back, or that we're still here when they want to come back. You've been acting weird all weekend, boss. Are you okay? I am, but the bar's not. What do you mean? Well, I guess you have the right to know. Good night, Ace. You'll get some rest. We'll see you next time. The BTC sent me a message on Friday. Hull hasn't been bringing in much income the last few months, which means that we are at risk of being wiped off the map. Well, that's an abrupt end to that. So apparently the bar's in trouble of getting shut down just because we're not bringing in enough money. Which I guess makes sense because it's been described as like a hole in the wall kind of thing. But yeah, so we're gonna take a quick little break. Just to get up, go around, stretch. Do whatever you gotta do. Just for a few minutes. Get a snack, get a drink. Or if you're like Ace, you can go get comfy in bed. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes, where we're going to continue playing this. We're gonna go ahead with whatever this Anna demo is. Yes, Ghost, what is it? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the coffee. I do appreciate it. Alright, we'll be back in just a few minutes, alright? It would help if I would actually click on the right frickin' things. There we go. Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. Hope you're able to get a snack, some drinks, or go get comfy. Basically, whatever you needed to do, I hope you were able to do it. So we can kick back, relax, and enjoy some more Valhalla. We're going to jump into... It says demo, but I don't think it's the demo. Yeah, it's the next day, Monday, December 12th. So it's the day after all the dogs. So let's see what happens next. I also wonder if Jill ever gets a day off. Man, such a slow night. At least I'm not serving dogs. For the in-text effect, yes, I did. Normally, this would be where a dog shows up like a cheap punchline. Yeah, see? Yawn. Now, my yawns are usually much more dramatic. And, noticeable. That's my secret ghost. I'm always tired. Not so much of a secret now, considering I just told you. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Let's grab a drink here real quick. I guess not. Speaking of dogs, I wonder where the hell's Gil? Bored? Ah! Sorry, did I wake you up? I wasn't sleeping, my eyes were open. You went to college, right? You know having your eyes open means nothing. Don't worry, I don't blame you. It's been a really long time since we've had such a slow night. In fact, I think the last time we had a night this slow was before you started working here. Really? Yeah, it happened when Robert was still working here. Who? My first employee. Poor idiot bought a levitation potion and threw himself off a building. Oh. But as it turned out, the potion actually worked. Come again? He started rising in the air and couldn't stop. They later found his body, smeared across the nose of a commercial flight that was on its way to Conjavania. But anyway, should you really dismiss that so easily? We didn't have a single client that night. Not even a lost soul asking for direction. Then suddenly, a kid shows up. Because we're not talking about murder, we're just talking about a guy casually dying. That's different. Like, nobody actively killed him. He was obviously bored. He was obviously underage, but I was bored, so I decided to let him order something. I gave him one Carbotrine free drink. I mean, even if I was letting him order, I wasn't about to give alcohol to an underage boy. Then, when the time came for him to pay his tab, he realized he didn't have enough money. He then yanked his shirt over his head, started screaming he's a ghost, and tried to escape. So I kicked him so hard that he flew out of the bar and told him ghosts shouldn't feel pain. Goddamn, Dana. Boss, did you really kick an underage kid? course not. I just gave him a warning and made him wash a couple of dishes. The fact that you even thought for a moment I would kick a young, innocent child hurts me to no end, you know? Anyway, just keep it up. Someone will show up sooner or later. I sure hope so. Hold on. Come to think of it, aren't Gil's checks made out to Robert? No. Well, at least that story killed a couple of minutes. I think I'll, I don't know, sort the glasses here or something. Huh. We had a fedora-shaped glass? Anybody here? Ah, sorry, I'll be right ouch! Are you okay? I'm fine, yeah. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? Is this game like Coffee Talk but alcohol talk? A little bit, yeah, in the fact that they're both visual novel games centered on, like, making drinks and interacting with clientele. Which is part of why I figured this was a pretty easy next choice to play after finishing Coffee Talk episode 2. Something wrong? Are you sure you're old enough to drink? Well, seeing how I'm old enough to eat solid food, I'm gonna guess that drinking won't be a problem. You know that's not what I meant. Yeah, I'm old enough to drink. I turned 21 not too long ago, actually. I'm sorry, why? Still don't believe me? What do you need me to give you? Your ID? I must be sleep deprived or something. I mean, that is a not bad basic impersonation of me. Because those are all facts. What's this deja vu feeling, though? It's fine, don't worry. What can I get you? I feel like having a sugar rush. Okay. Sure, coming right up. You ever get hit with a random wave of deja vu? More regularly than I think I should. She wants a sugar rush. She looks a bit too young, though. Well, a sugar rush, thankfully, can be made without Karmatrine. So we can serve it to her. Here. Thanks. Hold on. This doesn't have any alcohol, does it? Nope. You really think I'm underage, don't you? I mean, yeah. Yep. I'll have you know I'm old enough to get pregnant. That doesn't mean anything. Like, through certain various unfortunate circumstances, the youngest person who ever gave live birth was like 5 years old. That doesn't mean shit. That's not relevant here. Kind of interesting. I remember things I never did, then later I do the same things. Maybe you were having a premonition. On second thought, this is actually good. I mean, don't underestimate me. You really think I look that young? I do. Not young enough to be considered underage. Then why won't you give me alcohol? Because I wanted to mess with you. Mess with a client? Do you usually do that? Only if it looks like they might take it in their stride. Still, why are you so angry at the idea I might think you look young? That's... I mean, the only people who don't like being mistaken for someone younger are young people. But to be fair, you still look older than 95% of our regulars. That would mean you serve drinks to people who look like they're 13 years old or something. Yep. Alright, let's get this out of the way. Please show me your ID. Sure. Anna Graham. Born June 12th, 2050, whatever. So depending on what 2070 year we're in, she could be of age. Seems everything's in order, Miss Anna Graham? Anna Graham. Where have I heard that name before? Go ahead. Just try to make a joke I haven't heard yet. Imagine in the future that is someone's ID. For now, it's just in this game. But yeah, they still got at least another 30... Actually, no, another 25 years before that becomes a potential reality. Because we're in 2025, and her ID said she was born in 2050 something. That it does, Nova. It does sound like anagram. I wonder if it's actually an anagram of something itself. Or maybe her parents just had a sense of humor and they thought it was funny. Anyway. I'll politely refuse. No, I'm serious. Go ahead. People think it's too easy, so they never make jokes about my name. I'm still going to politely refuse. You're no fun. So what's your name, Miss Bartender? My name? You saw my name, I have the right to know yours. Fair enough. I'm Jill. Jill what? Just Jill. Yeah, but what's your full name? Just call me Jill. Fine, I'll just pretend Jill is a way of saying your name is actually Joanna Ignatian Laurent Lone. Actually, I'll shorten it to Joe. Whatever floats your boat. Say, Joe, this place looks awfully desolate. Joe, she says. Been a slow day. A really, really slow day. Full name, maybe she's a hidden FBI agent. Nah, cause at least in this future, the surveillance police state is very out in the open. I mean, see? That's just one of the fucking things on TV that we can have on there all the time. It's very, don't forget you're here forever. Oh, hang on. I dropped something on the floor. Okay, I got it. We're good. That reminds me of 1984. Yeah, I think that's probably part of the point. I'm glad you showed up. I was growing bored as hell. I mean, it's not like we're always bustling with activity, but this is unusual, even for here. So, I take it this isn't a popular place then? Rude. We have our regulars, but we're not like the bars in the main street. Still, I like this place. It's comfy and, I don't know, it makes me feel safe. Weird. I mean, I feel that way too. But this place usually gives off the opposite impression. Can't blame them though. This isn't exactly the best part of the city. Big barista I'm always watching. That's a shame. I really like how isolated this place feels. Can't hear the sounds of the city in here. It's nice. Then again, you could say I have some experience with isolated places, but it might just be nostalgia. Girl, what does that mean? Nostalgia, huh? Speaking of coming in here, now that I think about it, you didn't ask for my ID when I first came in. Why didn't you do it if you were so suspicious? No, firstly, I was bored. Figures. And second, I felt like you were of legal age. How? We've had a lot of kids come in thinking they could get away with ordering a drink, but they're too nervous or jumpy. I don't usually give drinks to kids like that. They don't know what they're dealing with. What if they're not like that, but still underage? If they at least look like they're above legal age, I would be able to live with myself, I guess. You can tell someone's personality by the way they speak. You learn that physiology. That's pretty cool. Won't give them anything if I know they're still kids, but hey, I'm bound to be fooled sometime. So I'm guessing I wasn't jumpy? Yep. I see. Hey Joe, now that you know I can drink legally, can I get another one? What do you want? Give me something sweet. Sweet? Sure. She wants a sweet drink. Well, we gave her a sugar rush before. Let's give her a sparkle star. Aged and give her a little alcohol. You'd love a pina colada? You got it. Serve this. One sweet drink. Thanks. You know, if all drinks were like this, I'd be afraid of turning into an alcoholic. Please don't joke about that. Or should I call you bartender for this game, or bartender VT? No, see, I'm still barista because the bartender is Jill. Even though we're playing as her, we're not her. Bartender doesn't want her clients to become alcoholics. Just like how personal trainers don't want their trainees to turn into steroid junkies. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Still, this one's really nice. Hey Joe, do you drink? I suppose, yeah. Be weird for a bartender to not drink, you know? I don't know. I met dentists with bad teeth. Bartenders who don't drink totally would make sense. Basically. Barista by day, bartender by night. I mean, I'm just here to mix drinks. Whatever drinks they may be. That's silly. Be like a vegan chef running a barbecue restaurant. You think? Yeah, I mean, it's not a matter of whether you can eat or drink whatever it is that you're baking. It's more like, why do it if you don't like it? Huh. Yeah, I guess that's true. Dentist might have bad teeth, but he might still like working in dentistry. But why bother bartending if you don't like alcohol? See? Something wrong? I just noticed you haven't said my name yet. I haven't... What? Aside from when you read my ID out loud, you haven't said my name. Meanwhile, I've called out yours like a gazillion times now. The wrong name, though. I haven't had the need to say your name. Come on, humor me. Say my name. Why? Say my name. Say my name. Say my name! I work at a beer cafe and a grocery store and I don't drink alcohol. Yeah, there you go. Like I said, it's not that far-fetched. Anna. One more time. Anna. Yes, now one more time. Nana. Happened again. Maybe I need glasses? I have glasses and I saw that shit plain as day too, Jill. It's not just you, I promise. And there's that feeling again. Did I see someone glitch out in the past? Oh, come on! Why did you want me to say your name? I like hearing people call me by my name. Feels personal and fuzzy. Yeah, but asking people to say your name like that is a bit... quirky? Creepy. I don't know about that. There was this certain someone who would wake me up in the morning saying my name. Your name is important. Once you know someone's name, the gap between that person and you disappears. Once you give names to things, you start seeing them as important members of the family. So what if it's creepy? It's still nice. Stop calling me Joe and use my name then! I don't drink alcohol very rarely, and even if I was a bartender, I would drink because I learned you are what you become around you. That unfortunately makes sense. Say, Anna, can I ask you something? You called me by my name, so sure. About your arm. What about it? Oh, yeah, I'm lacking one. Does saying the word creepy remind you of its absence? Actually, I've been wanting to ask about it since you came in. At least be uncomfortable for a second. I'm trying to get a rise out of you. Sheesh. So what is it? How did I lose it? If it's not too personal. It isn't. I'm actually proud of the tale. Why? You're looking at a proud survivor of nanomachine rejection. Really? I thought that was something doctors detected while a fetus is still in the womb. Alright, Ghost, you go enjoy your walk. We may or may not be here. By the time you get back, I don't know how long, this is gonna go on, and after we're done with, this day, I'm gonna call it a night. So if you're not back by the end of the show, I hope you have a good night. Okay, that's fine. But at any rate, I'll see you when I see you. How about that? Yes and no. There's actually two types of nanomachine rejection syndrome. First one is the most common. They usually detect it while you're still a fetus. That's when they turn you into a cat boomer. The other one can sometimes appear in your teenage years. It's incredibly rare, but it's still possible. So that arm. Nanomachine rejection basically causes your body to attack itself. Okay, thank you, buddy. Tissues start ripping apart, your organs malfunction. I was lucky. In the end, all I lost was an arm and a handful of toes. Get it? A handful because I lost 5. Ahem. Anyway. I have a prosthetic arm, but it's in maintenance right now. Ah, I see. It's a bit weird to be without it. I still feel like it's there. Just a couple of hours ago, I tried to grab something and I just stood there thinking that arm was doing something. But anyways, mind getting me another drink? We can keep talking about my stump after that. Right. What do you want? Let's try something classy. It's weird being in a bar and not asking for a fancy drink. Alright. She's asking for something fancy, something classy. All the classy drinks are expensive as fuck. bad touch is considered classy. Yeah, let's give her that. Excuse me. Here, a classy bad touch. Thank you, Hadai. This looks expensive, alright. I'm starting to have second thoughts now. Just drink it. I'm starting to feel dizzy. That's nice. Thank you, Nova. It is? Of course. I spent so much time in hospitals and whatnot, but now I'm just living my life, you know? I want to feel the good and the bad. No more being forced to sit quietly in a quarantine room. Yeah, I can get that. Wait, quarantine? Type 2 nanomachine rejection patients are put in special chambers free from the nanomachine particles in the air. That prevents them from being assimilated and aggravating their whole situation. To be fair, not all of my memories of that chamber are bad. I mean, I did spend 3-4 years in one of those places. Really? That long? Well, I didn't go for the genetic level treatment, so it was longer and a lot less expensive. I'm not going to complain, though. I'm alive thanks to all that. And I left with so many fond memories, too. So that's what you meant with the whole feeling nostalgic in isolated places thing. Yep. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Just dizzy. Hey, Joe. If I ordered 2 drinks, would you be willing to share one with me? Come again? To be honest, talking about the treatment and all that made me feel a bit lonely. Sorry if it's not something you can do, but I had to ask. Not something I normally do, but... what the hell. Sure. Really? Yay! Alright then, I want a piano man and a piano woman. I'm on it. This drink does not represent the opinions of Bar Pianists Association or its associates. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hit 5. 3 rocks. Thanks. Three each. It was originally called the Pretty Woman. Too many people complained there should be a piano woman if there was a piano man. Makes sense to me. Serve it! 2 drinks. Which one do you want? Do you prefer the man or the woman? I'm fine with either, really. Okay, I'll pick the woman then. Cheers! Alright, this is getting weird. I said, cheers! Oh, cheers. Yeah! Are you okay? Yeah, I guess I'm fine. I'm just dizzy and sad. Sad? I miss Lynette. Lynette? Who's that? She and I were the only patients with nanomachine rejection syndrome in the hospital. We were together every day. When it was time to eat, she was there. During visiting hours, she was there. Whenever I slept, whenever I cried, whenever I laughed, she was always there. When I lost my arm, she told me she could have hers as compensation, that I could use it however I wanted. What happened to her? Tokyo flu. Something went wrong with her immune system and the flu started kicking in. They tried to rush part of her treatment to reduce the symptoms, but it only made the nanomachines go wild. It eventually got to her brain, and I see. Sorry to hear that. The worst part is, if they left her as she'd been, I might have been able to spend an extra year or so with her. But all that work only got her killed sooner, and I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye. She just vanished. That's tough. I miss her every day, you know? I say I want to forget her, but the truth is, I just want this pain to go away. It's been 2 years and I still feel the pain. Every second is just a second without her. It can get so lonely. Sorry, am I making you uncomfortable, Joe? You're not, don't worry. Still, sorry about that. We had so many plans about what we'd do after we left. We were so close to being together without the pesky nanomachine rejection, and it's not fair, you know? Why do I get to be here while she doesn't? I try to enjoy life as much as I can, enjoy it for the both of us. But it doesn't seem enough. What do you think? What do I think? Well, I think about my grandpa. Your grandpa? He was a harsh guy. Really sincere, but not one to mess with platitudes. It's not like he had a lot of enemies, but many people were cautious around him. Once he died, I never heard a single bad comment about him. Not even from those who used to badmouth him every now and again. Really? Well, the best thing about death is that after you die, all the wrongs you ever committed feel meaningless. It really makes you think about how petty some things can be. Yeah. On second thought, that doesn't have much to do with what you said, does it? What I'm trying to say here is, don't try so hard. Just live, you know? Be grateful you have that chance. I know what you're feeling right now, but you'll get better. Eventually, all you'll remember is the happy moment. I hope so. Sounds like you and your grandpa were close. He was my best friend. Losing him was quite the blow. Do you have any regrets in regards to him? Guess not. I mean, it's not like I had a dramatic goodbye or anything like that. He died in a hospital bed while I was at home. But, I don't know. Never had a heated discussion with him, so I don't have that problem. Sure, there's always a bit of, I wish I could have told him this, but that's bound to happen regardless of who you're talking about. Did you leave Lynette after a fight or something? No, of course not. And you're luckier than most people. Oh. What I mean is, whenever you feel depressed, remember that she left your life while both of you were on good terms. Whenever you feel down, just try to hold on to that. Yeah, I can try that. That cheered me up a bit somehow. Thanks. Anytime. I should be leaving now. Thanks for such a lovely night, Joe. If you feel lonely again, just come back. I will. That was an entertaining diversion. Ah, boss. What happened? I came to ask you that. Huh? You just spent an hour talking to yourself. No, I didn't. There was a girl called Anna here. There was nobody here. I was actually coming to tell you we're gonna close for tonight, and there you were, chatting with the thin air. Spirited talk, too. That can't be. She paid for her drinks. Registry says the money came from your account. But all the drinks I served her. You mean the liquid that someone who is definitely not going to be me has to clean off the floor? But Jill, you're worrying me. Are you okay? Last thing I need is another employee who talks to herself. Yeah, I'm fine. Are you sure there wasn't anyone else here? I haven't checked the security cameras. You were here by yourself the whole time. Maybe you're tired. You probably were just sleep-talking really intensely or something. Yeah, maybe. Come on, I'll drive you home. Maybe you just need a rest. Yeah. What the hell just happened? I guess we'll never know. Or maybe we will know, but we'll just find out next week or something. Oh, pardon me. Or a ghost. Ooh. Maybe. Who knows? Well, the next time we come through, we'll be able to start a new game proper. Now that we've gotten through the prologue, we finished serving all those racist dogs. Apparently spent an hour talking to ourselves and serving drinks to nobody. You know, the more things change, the more they stay the same. That doesn't make any sense. You know what does make sense? Barista jump scare. But yeah, so I think we're just gonna call it an early-ish night tonight. I'm quite excited to get into the story proper next week. Or maybe later this week. I don't know. I kind of doubt that, but I'm excited to get into it. Until then, I'm probably just gonna be listening to the soundtrack every damn ass day. Yeah, it's Barista jump scare, unga bunga. Let's see. See who we're gonna go visit tonight. Based on that description alone, I think I know exactly who we're gonna go see. Yeah, you know what? I think to continue the whole cyberpunk theme that we're sort of vaguely on, we're gonna go right out to our friend Penelope, who's playing Cyberpunk 2077. For all we know, what's the place in that game called? Night City? Night City could be like Glitch City. Maybe they take place in the same universe. Ooh. That'd be pretty funny, in my humble onion. Well, you know what also would help? If I could type. Anyway, I hope you all have been enjoying this as much as I have so far. I've been looking forward to playing this on stream, and I hope you all are enjoying it. You have a good night too, Hadai. Thanks for hanging out. Yes, Desk, I did in fact get a message. You silly guy. But yeah, we're gonna go say hi to Penny. Continue on the cyberpunk kind of theme. And we'll be back tomorrow, as usual, for Wonderlands Wednesday. Last week we finally got some plot done, so we'll probably continue with that. Until then, get some rest, eat good food, and stay hydrated. We'll see you tomorrow night. Bye!